You're suffering, and I can tell you why. It's not because life is unfair. It's not because bad things happen. It's because you can't accept what's happening. That's it. The more you fight it, the worse it gets. Think about it. Stuck in traffic and you're losing your mind. Why? Because you think it shouldn't be this way. Heartbroken? You can't stop checking their profile, hoping they'll come back. Why? Because you refuse to accept they're gone, lost your job. You spend weeks blaming the company, the economy, your bad luck. But none of that changes reality. Here's the brutal truth. Your suffering isn't coming from what's happening to you. It's coming from your fight against it. But there's a way out. It's called radical acceptance. And it might be the hardest thing you ever do, but it's the only way to stop suffering. What is radical acceptance? Radical acceptance is exactly what it sounds like. Completely accepting reality exactly as it is. Not as you wish it were, not as it could have been, but as it is, right here, right now. Lost your job? Don't deny it. Don't pretend it's fine. Say it. I lost my job. This sucks. Heartbroken? Instead of stalking their social media, accept it. They're gone. It hurts, but that's reality. Stuck in traffic? Instead of cursing at every car, think, I'm stuck. I can't change it. So what now? It's not about being positive. It's not about pretending everything's okay. It's about facing the brutal truth without flinching. Why fighting reality always loses? Here's the thing. Fighting reality is like punching a brick wall. The wall doesn't move. You just end up with bloody knuckles. Think of it like this. You're stuck in the rain without an umbrella. You can curse the sky, run around trying to avoid the drops, or you can just accept it. Yeah, I'm getting wet. It sucks, but it's just water. When you fight reality, your brain goes into stress mode. Heart races, muscles tense, your mind spirals. But when you accept it, you're free to focus on what you can actually do next. The science behind radical acceptance. This isn't just a motivational speech, it's psychology. Radical acceptance is a core concept of dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, a method created by Dr. Marsha Linehan to help people deal with overwhelming emotions. When you resist reality, your brain stays in fight or flight mode. Adrenaline spikes, stress hormones flood your system. But when you accept reality, your brain can finally chill out. You stop wasting energy fighting the truth, and you allow your brain to switch to problem-solving mode. Think of it like a computer with too many tabs open. Resistance is like trying to force them all to close at once. Acceptance is like hitting restart. Suddenly, everything runs smoother. Why acceptance isn't weakness. A lot of people think accepting something means giving up. Like, if I accept being broke, I'll never make money. Or if I accept my anxiety, I'm just letting it win. That's not how it works. Radical acceptance isn't about surrendering to a miserable life. It's about acknowledging the reality of the situation so you can actually take steps to improve it. You can't change what you don't accept. Think about it. You're in a toxic relationship, but you keep denying how bad it is. You think, if I just try harder, maybe it'll get better. But nothing changes. It's only when you accept that the relationship is toxic that you can decide to leave and move on. Acceptance is the first step toward taking action. How to practice radical acceptance. Cool, so how do you actually do it? Here's a simple 4-step method. Acknowledge the pain. Stop pretending things are fine. If you're feeling angry, frustrated, or helpless, name it. Say it out loud. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. It sounds simple, but acknowledging your feelings without judgment is the first step. Stop blaming reality. Your brain loves to point fingers at others, at fate, at yourself, but blaming reality doesn't change it. Say to yourself, this is happening. I don't have to like it, but I have to face it. Focus on what you can control. Separate what's in your hands from what's not. You can't change someone else's behavior, but you can change how you react. You can't control the weather, but you can choose how to dress. Shifting focus to what you can do gives you back a sense of control. Take one mindful action. Instead of spiraling into what-if scenarios, do something small that grounds you. Breathe deeply. Journal your thoughts. Go for a walk. It doesn't solve the problem, but it calms your mind, making it easier to think clearly. Why radical acceptance is real strength. Look, anyone can fight reality. Complain, blame, freak out. That's the default setting. But facing reality head-on, that takes courage. Because when you accept reality, you save energy you'd waste fighting the inevitable. You see things clearly, which means you can actually take action. You stop giving your power to things you can't control. Think of life like a river. Most people spend their time trying to swim against the current, exhausting themselves. Radical acceptance is learning to go with the flow, not because you're weak, but because you're smart. So, what's the next step? The next time life punches you in the face, stop, breathe, and ask yourself, can I change this? If yes, great, take action. If no, accept it completely. Feel the pain if you have to, but don't waste energy pretending it's not happening. Radical acceptance isn't magic. It doesn't make problems disappear, but it does stop them from owning you. Because here's the real secret. Peace isn't something you find. It's something you create. By letting go of the fight you can never win.